Please stand for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Mrs. Turner? Here. Mrs. Fleistein?
Here.
Mr. Bromhall? Mr. Evans?
Here.
Mr. Gaffney?
Here.
Ms. Iacone?
Here.
Mr. Kenny? Mrs. Quinn? Mrs. Fitzwater? Here. A little slow tonight. Statement is hereby made that adequate notice of this meeting was given by submission of said notice to the Burlington County Times, the Courier Post, the Cinnaminson Township Clerk, and the district website on January 6, 2022, and also on January 4th, 2023. Moving on to Section 4, routine business. We have the Board Secretary's report for November 2022, the Treasurer's report for November 2022, the budget receipts and transfers for November 2022, the monthly transfer report ending January 11, 2023, the high school activities report for December of 2022, the food service management cost performance statement for December of 2022, the certified bill list for December 8th through December 31st, 22, and January 1st through January 11th of 23. We have approval of minutes for December 13th, regular minutes, and reorg minutes of January 3rd of 2023. Mrs. Turner, can I have a motion to approve routine business items A through H?
Can I do that even though I wasn't here for December 13th? I don't know if I can give you permission, can I?
You can make a motion, just
Okay.
you should abstain.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Gaffney. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Ms. Fleistein?
Aye.
You're up.
I will abstain for the December 13 regular minutes.
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. Moving on to Section 5, routine matters. We have the enrollment report as of January 17th, 2023, the health report for December of 2022, the fire alarm report for December, the crisis drill report for December, the HIB report, and the superintendent's monthly report. Mr. Capello.
Thank you, Mrs. Fitzwater. Thank you, members of the board. Thank you, members of the public, for being here this evening. Lots going on in the district in the month of January. Another great month to be a pirate. Kicking off early in the month, January 9th was National Law Enforcement Day. I'd like to thank the members of the students from New Albany schools who did something special for their Class 3 officer. I think it's a great time of year for us to recognize all of our Class 3 officers, all 5 of them that work here with us in Cinnaminson, as well as the sworn officers who help service and protect the students in the town of Cinnaminson each and every day. January is also National Braille Literacy Month, and thank you to the members of our child study team and school-based personnel for promoting awareness for those who are visually impaired and those in the visually impaired community. I had the opportunity to serve as a judge for DECA last week, and after being ancillarily involved as superintendent and principal in the program, I got a chance to see firsthand how students perform in these competitions, and it was very eye-opening for me, and very happy for the students from Cinnaminson who did really well, and I imagine that Ms. Schreier will share with us some of the results from our DECA winners, but once again, Cinnaminson was very well represented at this fantastic event. Also had the opportunity to attend the Poetry Out Loud competition. Now, here in Cinnaminson, we take so much pride in our academics and our athletics, but also the arts is certainly a point of pride, and where the arts and academics collide in recitation of poetry, our students from the high school did an outstanding job and a point of pride, and we congratulate Chelsea Bon-Posnick, who will move on in competition for Poetry Out Loud. Putting in a little plug here on behalf of Mr. Angelini that the Invention Convention is coming up, so students throughout the district in grades K through high school, keep an eye out for information for the upcoming annual Invention Convention. And while the board does not have any committee updates, I just wanted to pass along a brief update to the public and the rest of the board that we are in the middle of negotiations right now, and the Ad Hoc Negotiations Committee is gathering on Thursday night to meet with representatives from the Cinnaminson Education Association. We have a secondary meeting also scheduled for January 31st, and happy to report forward progress on those negotiations. So, Mrs. Fitzwater, that's the superintendent's report this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Capello. Mr. Gaffney, can I have a motion to approve Section 5 routine matters, items A through F?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Ms. Blystone?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. Moving on to Section 6, our student representative reports. We'll hear first from our high school student representative, Emma Schreier.
Good evening. The Golden Apple Award was given to Mrs. Gallagher by junior Stella Driscoll. December Students of the Month are freshman Anna Clara Santos, sophomore Gavin McGough, junior Anthony Udatong, and senior Morgan Hoban. Winter sports are continuing their seasons. For boys basketball, their record is 11-0. Senior night is Thursday, February 16th versus King's Christian. For girls basketball, their record is 11-0. Senior night is Friday, February 3rd. For wrestling, the record is currently 9-1 after hosting a quad match this past Saturday against Palmyra, Spotswood, and Atlantic City, finishing 3-0 in the match. Senior night is Tuesday, January 31st versus Willingboro. For winter track, the boys team sits as one of the top teams in the state in Group 2 after the state relays weekend. Seniors Malachi Etienne and Josh Neal were crowned as state champions in the shot put when Malachi's throw of 54 feet and 2 inches pushed Cinnaminson into the lead. Malachi's throw is the lead throw in Group 2 and the 6th best throw in the entire state for the year. The boys' 4x800 relay team of seniors Ryan and Derek Cosiano, Matt McCarron, and Alex Boyko also won the relay state championship on Monday as well in 8:21.8. The distance medley relay team of Derek Cosiano, Matt McCarron, Alex Boyko, and sophomore Ryan Malinowski finished second. Juniors Derek Robinson and Josiah St. Ellen placed sixth in the high jump. Overall, the boys scored 29 points, finishing third out of over 50 teams entered from throughout the state for Group 2 competition. Just the week before, Derek Robinson took the state lead in the high jump when he cleared an indoor school record of 6 foot 4 inches at the Merrily Invitational on Saturday, January 7th. His jump is the best in the state out of over 400 jumpers thus far this season. The girls had 2 teams score on Sunday. The girls' distance medley team of seniors Stephanie Renoff and Sam Megan, along with junior Anna Marino and sophomore Kellen Kohler, finished third overall in 13:08.88, which is a school record. That same group of girls came back to finish fourth in the 4x800 relay and another school record to score all the points for the team. Overall, the girls finished in a tie for 8th with 10 points. The team has meets scheduled for January 21st and 28th at the Bubble in Toms River before it vies for a sectional crown on Saturday, February 4th. The swim team's record is 4-1 after crushing Holy Cross 121-41 on Thursday. Senior meet is on Saturday, February 4th. For bowling, their record is 8-4. Senior night was January 5th. The Play Unified athletes had their first game on Thursday, January 12th at Florence. View their full schedule on social media and on the CHS Athletics page and come out to support the players. The Play Unified Club meets monthly and each meeting consists of fun and interactive activities that allow for teamwork among individuals. Each meeting has a theme surrounding a holiday or school event that are occurring at that time. January's monthly meeting was a reflection on Martin Luther King Day and a poster making for the upcoming Play Unified basketball games. On Tuesday, January 10th, 29 Cinnaminson DECA members attended the 2023 New Jersey DECA Southwest District Conference in Cherry Hill to compete in marketing, finance, management, and hospitality and tourism categories. 10 members won their category and 3 students placing in the top 3. These members are Derek Cosiano in 3rd place for Food and Marketing Series, Buki Mustafa and Zenat Mutlu for 3rd place, Travel and Tourism Marketing Management Team Decision Making, Killian Pease for Accounting Application Series, Emily Renoff in Automotive Services Marketing Series, Danny Garcet in Food Marketing Series, Kaylee Solomon in Hospitality and Tourism Professional Selling, Stephanie Renoff in Hotel and Lodging Management, Benjamin Tunoff for Restaurant and Food Service Management, and Madeline Hubbard for Sports and Entertainment Marketing. These 10 students, along with a few other members currently writing 10-page business manuals, are eligible to attend the State Career Development Conference in Atlantic City, February 27th to March 1st, to compete against other winners throughout New Jersey. That conference will determine who will be eligible to compete at ICDC Nationals in Orlando, Florida, from April 22nd to the 25th. National Honor Society will be hosting their annual blood drive on February 3rd in the Honor Gym. Students and community members will be able to donate. Schedules and information will be posted to the CHS social media. The CHS Music Department and band would like to congratulate senior Rachel Matson, who performed on the flute and piccolo over the past 2 weekends for both the All South Jersey Orchestra and All South Jersey Symphonic Band. Rachel represented Cinnaminson with the utmost professionalism and musicality. We're extremely proud of the work that she has done. Bravo, Rachel. For concert choir, congratulations to all of our CHS music students on a tremendous winter concert in December. The event was a showcase of all their hard work and put the audience in a festive mood. Our CHS music students are all hard at work preparing for the school musical and our spring concerts. The All South Jersey Chorus Concert will be held January 28th and 29th at Washington Township Performing Arts Center, and we have 9 CHS performers who have been hard at work rehearsing this challenging music. Congratulations to all the performers who performed at our 13th annual Poetry Out Loud competition. Special congrats to our school winner, Chelsea Bompozniak, who will represent CHS at regionals on February 7th. And finally, Interact will be hosting the ARC of Burlington County for Casino Night on Friday, February 10th in the cafeteria. They will also be attending a Rotary Luncheon on January 26th at the Morristown Community Center. Sandwich making for Cathedral Kitchen in Camden will begin again in February. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Any comments from the board? Okay. We'll move on to our middle school representative, Lucia Schlitt.
Good evening to all of you. I hope everyone had a relaxing winter break. Our students of the month for December are Luke Feely for 6th grade, 7th grader Ajia Ganabegovic, and 8th grader Matthew Kulik. Winter sports have started. Our wrestling and basketball teams have a combined record of 16-11 collectively. Girls A basketball team has an impressive 6-0 record. On December 16th, CMS hosted a student assembly with Dr. Micah Fallon. Micah Fallon is a psychologist, performer, and poet. Throughout the presentation, Dr. Fallon played the roles of various fictional characters to help students understand the importance of acceptance and understanding. Through acting and storytelling, he helps the students learn the most of the people we see are more than what is visible on the outside. People have stories and layers that are carried with them internally as well, and we should be kind to all. Cinnaminson Middle School is proud to donate $904 to the Kisses for Kyle Foundation in memory of Maddie Harris. A special thanks to the CMS Home and School Association and our student body for their generous contributions to the donation jar. On Sunday, February 26th, members of the Cinnaminson Middle School's CSS group will be singing the national anthem at the 5 p.m. Harlem Globetrotters game at the Wells Fargo Center. All are welcome to see them perform and watch an entertaining game. Please contact Mrs. Sigmund. The deadline for tickets orders is January 19th. Our CMS Student Council assisted with organizing the theme for our winter snowball dance for 7th and 8th grade students only on January 20th from 6:30 to 8:30. Students should wear casual attire. Our very own Mr. Noble will be the DJ. There will also be an inflatable obstacle course. More information to follow about a 6th grade only event in February.
Thank you, Lucia. Any comments from the board?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're moving on through 7. We don't have any presentations tonight. Any board members have any correspondence they want to share? Moving on, we have no committee reports tonight. So we're moving on to Section 10, public comments on items appearing on the agenda. No? Okay. We'll move on then to Section 11, personnel certificated. Mr. Capello.
Thank you, Mrs. Fitzwater. Under Section 11, Letter A, seeking the board to approve items 1 and 2 listed in the agenda. No retirements this evening. Under Letter C, teaching overload, seeking the board to ratify and affirm teaching overload for Ralph Kane as listed in the agenda. No advancements. Moving on to Letter E, extra duty appointments, seeking the board to approve agenda items 1 through 4 as listed in the agenda under Section E. Under Letter F, leave of absence, there is 1 listed in the agenda. Under letter G, substitute teachers and nurses, seeking the board to approve items 1 through 5 as listed in the agenda. Under letter H, tutors, seeking the board to approve items 1 and 2. Under student teachers, letter I, seeking the board to approve items 1 through 4 as listed in the agenda. And under mentor teachers, letter J, seeking the board to approve number 1 mentor teachers as listed in the agenda. Mrs. Fitzwater?
Thank you, Mr. Capello. Ms. Iacone, can I have a motion to approve Section 11 personnel certificated items A through J?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Turner. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Mr. Evans?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. Moving on to Section 12, personnel non-certificated. Mr. Capello.
Okay, once again, under Section 12, letter A, seeking the board to approve items 1 through 6 as listed in the agenda. Under letter B, leaves of absence, there are 2, seeking the board to approve items 1 and 2. Under letter C, seeking the board to approve items 1 through 6 as listed in the agenda. No extra duty items. Moving down to transfers, there are 3 items seeking the board to approve items 1 through 3 as listed in the agenda. Moving down to Section G, substitutes and volunteers, seeking the board to approve items 1 and 2 as listed in the agenda. Mrs. Fitzwater.
Thank you, Mr. Capello. Mr. Evans, can I have a motion to approve Section 12 personnel non-certificated items A through G?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mrs. Turner. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Ms. Blystein?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. Moving on to curriculum and instruction, Dr. Goldburn.
Thank you. Under 13, letter A, professional development requests that are attached. Under letter B, requesting board approval of the field trip requests that are attached. Under letter C, there are none this month. And under letter D, requesting approval to art curriculum in the middle school and the high school as attached.
Thank you, Mr. Goldburn. Ms. Blystein, can I have a motion to approve Section 13 curriculum and instruction, items A through D?
Approved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Mr. Evans?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. We're moving on to Section 14, special education. Mrs. Llewellyn.
Thank you, Mrs. Fitzwater. Under letter A, contracts, there are none. Under letter B, student placements, seeking the board to ratify and affirm the tuition contract agreement for Archway Programs ACO Campus for one student from December 13, 2022 until June 30, 2023. Under letter C, consultant agreement, seeking the board to approve the consultant agreement with Gloucester County Special Services to provide educational consultant deaf services as requested by district from January 3, 2023 until June 30, 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Llewellyn. Mrs. Turner, can I have a motion to approve Section 14, special education, items A through C?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Gaffney. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Mr. Evans?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. We have nothing under policies tonight. We'll move on to business and finance. Ms. Livingood.
Thank you, Mrs. Fitzwater. Under Section A, grants, item number 1A, that the board accepts the revised 22-23, Chapter 192-193 funding statement as attached. Item 1B is that the board accepts the 22-23 Special Olympics of New Jersey Unified Grant in the amount of $5,000 as attached. And item 1C, that the board accepts the fiscal year 23 SDA funding grant for capital projects in the amount of $66,419 as attached. Section B, finance, item number 1, that the board approves the mileage reimbursement requests for the staff members as attached. And item number 2, that the board approves a prior year tuition adjustment for Essex Valley School as attached. Section C, operations, item number 1, donations, that the board accepts with gratitude a $1,000 donation from Patient First to the New Albany School. And Section D, under contracts, item number 1, that the board approves a shared service agreement between the Township of Cinnaminson and the Cinnaminson Township Board of Education for fuel purchase retroactive for the period of January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023, per the agreement and resolution as attached. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Livengood. And Mr. Gaffney, can I have a motion to approve Section 16, Business and Financial, items A through D?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Ms. Blystein?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. We have no other business tonight, so we'll move on to Section 18, Public Comment on any matters within the school district. And during the public comment section of the meeting, the board will seek public comment on any item. Members of the public are reminded that if they wish to speak when called upon, participants should state their first and last name and address clearly for the record. In accordance with Cinnaminson Board of Education Bylaw 0164-6, comments will be limited to a maximum of 4 minutes per person. The comment period will not exceed 30 minutes. And with that, if anyone wishes to make any public comments, the microphone is yours.
Hello, Brittany Relvis, Cinnaminson, New Jersey. All positive tonight. I just wanted to do a shout out to Mrs. Garbe, the math teacher at the middle school, who is so graciously staying after school to actually help her students on her own time. Clearly, we were all here last month and saw where we're at. The state, all over the United States, these kids are struggling. To find out that it's not written in the contracts here in Cinnaminson for the teachers to stay after, I've never had that, and I think it's crazy. And so I just want to say I really appreciate her. I think it's awesome that she's doing that, and I really, really hope more teachers follow suit. The second thing I wanted to say was, obviously, the lunches were free during COVID. I'm not privy to lunch accounts, but those that are can probably see that a lot of these kids are in the negative. We do fundraising and ask for money all the time here in Cinnaminson, in every district. I've seen a lot of local schools reaching out to the community and setting up Venmos and things like that where communities and other parents can assist. So I don't know if that's at the board level or at the school level, but I'm just putting it out there. I think that would be very beneficial to a lot of kids here in town. That's it. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you. Any other members of the public wishing to address the board at this time?
Okay. All right, so we'll move on to Section 19, comments from the board. Mrs. Turner?
Congratulations to Ms. Lorraine Zoner for 27 years of dedicated service to our school district. Best wishes in your retirement. Thank you to our Class 3 officers for their dedication to our school district. Thank you to Emma and Lucia for your well-organized summary of events within the high school and the middle school. Congratulations to Chelsea Bonpozniak for moving on in the poetry competition, and she will be representing Cinnaminson in the regional competition. Congratulations to all our students who are participating in the clubs and the athletics in our district. Go Pirates. And thank you to Patient First for your generous donation to New Albany School. And, sorry. The next regular meeting of the Board of Education is Tuesday, February 21st, 2023 at 7 p.m. right here in the middle school. Information may be found on the district website. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay. We are going into executive session, and we do anticipate voting on one item after the executive session. So with that, we anticipate returning in about 15 minutes to make that vote. Ms. Iacone, can I have a motion to convene into executive session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Turner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, we are going into executive session. Can I have a motion to reconvene the public meeting?
So moved?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we are back in public session. We're going back to Section 14, Special Education. Mrs. Llewellyn.
Thank you. Under letter D, settlement agreement, seeking the board to approve the settlement agreement as attached. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Llewellyn. Ms. Blystein, can I have a motion to approve Section 17, Special Education, Item D?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Turner. Comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Mr. Evans?
Aye.
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 Aye. Motion approved. All right, and we are done for the night, so we are going to, I'm going to ask Mrs. Turner for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Gaffney. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?